Hello, friends. Welcome to How To Wednesday here with NowSite. We do this every Tuesday and Wednesday. We call it How To Tuesday and How To Wednesday because we're really creative, and we are so glad to have you here with us today. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't been on one of these before, special welcome to you, and I'll explain how this all works, and we're going to have some fun with it. So in a minute, I'm going to give you a couple updates of some exciting things happening in the world of NowSite. And what you can start doing is, if you came today with a question that you would like to ask, no holds barred. You have to be gentle with me because I don't know as much as Cheryl, but I'm going to do my level best, and we're going to have fun along the way. So if you've got a question, go ahead and click that button on your screen. You can raise your digital hand, and we will go in order. We'll have some fun, and we will make sure that we are supporting you with all of the questions that you have. And so we're glad to have you here today. So I'm going to share a couple of quick announcements before we do that. And I'm very excited about getting down to your questions. So get those hands up if you have a question, and we'll get going here in order after a couple of announcements. So a couple exciting things going on. If you weren't with us recently, we announced a new feature that is rapidly coming down the pipe called Selfie AI. So if you have been using NowSite for a little while, you know that we have the most incredible system that uses an AI version of you to create fantastic social posts. And so you can use that surprise me button. You can tell your AI what you want that post to be about. But now we have this incredible new trick up our sleeve where you don't even have to do that. You can simply upload a picture, whether it's a selfie, even a picture of something else going on in your life, and AI can recognize what is happening in that picture. It can recognize the facial expression. It can recognize the background. It can recognize the activity, and it will write the post for you simply by analyzing what is happening in that picture. It is magical. It is so awesome. And that is coming very, very soon. And that's really just the beginning of what we can do with this new vision analysis capability that we are bringing out for you using AI, where not only can it do that, but maybe it can analyze somebody else's post and help you write that perfect comment without you needing to copy and paste the text of that post anymore. Maybe it can look at a post that you're composing and help you with compliance. Maybe it can look at a conversation you're having with a prospect and help you reply without you needing to copy and paste. So there's so many awesome things that you can see coming down the pipe very, very soon. And that's who we are. That's what we do at NowSite, right? Is we want to be your perfect partner, your perfect solution, your perfect system that's going to help you be effective in your network marketing business. And you don't have to keep up with all the crazy stuff that's happening out there in the world, because we bring you the very best, and we do it designed specifically for you as a network marketer or an entrepreneur. And so we're super excited about that. That's coming down the pipe soon. One other thing I want to make sure you saw, if you haven't seen the email yet, is that tomorrow at noon Eastern time, we have an incredible live demo of NowSite with our founder and CEO, Justin Bellababa. Justin has been on some gigantic stages recently, both digital and otherwise. He was in Portugal 2 weekends ago. He was back in Las Vegas in Eric Worre's huge studio that he uses for GoPro last weekend. And there are some amazing things that NowSite has done recently, and he's going to present that and demo that from the perspective of exactly how NowSite solves your biggest problems in growing your business. So you don't want to miss it. And I would say in particular, that is an excellent opportunity for you to bring a guest along to see what NowSite's all about, because it's going to be from the very top. It's going to show you exactly how to do that. And I think you're going to get a lot of value and benefit out of seeing it yourself and inviting a guest along. So that's tomorrow, same time, same link, nowsite.online at noon Eastern. So I encourage you to do that. And with that, we are going to open this thing up. We're going to get some hands up. We're going to ask some questions. So if you have a question, click on the raise hand button down there at the bottom of your screen or on your phone, and we'll take some questions. Dale asked, is Cheryl okay? Cheryl has entered the witness protection program. I'm not sure you're ever going to see her again, guys. I'm really sorry about that. No, just kidding. She is with Ray Higdon live right now. Higdon Group Rank Makers loves NowSite so much that they said, hey, this would be a giant impact to our 1K challenge, which is to earn your first K or your next 1K, $1,000 in network marketing. And so we are now like hardwired into that system. And she and Ray are live demoing Help Me Reply in that community right now. So she'll be back next week. And you're just going to have to put up with me today, Dale. So sorry about that. And Robert wins the prize. Robert is the first one to get his hand up. He gets to ask the first question. So Robert, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. What's going on?
Um, my question is, okay, the 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 path to getting the once the AI formats your post and it says go ahead and post to Facebook
Yeah.
and it gets to the clipboard, but it doesn't actually get to the actual post page.
Yep.
And my question is, that's kind of I'm so new to this. I'm a baby. I'm not even in kindergarten stages. How
Sure.
can I get? How can I actually see my post go live once? One, how do I get it moved from the clipboard
Yeah.
to the actual post page?
Perfect. Love it. I love the question. And so let's show you exactly how you do that. Okay. So I'm going to come
Okay,
over here to my NowSite demo account over here. And we're going to walk through that step by step. So I'm going to go into the post on social media section here. I'm going to click on that. And we'll just do a surprise me post
all
here.
right,
So I'm going to get that going, and I'm going to make it so I can see the waiting room just in case we got other people popping up here. So give me a second so I can make that
okay.
happen. So we're going to create those posts here, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
as we do that, we're going to walk through these steps. And once you see this, it's really, really easy. And actually, I'm going to share my screen a different way because I want to make sure you see one thing that I won't be able to show you if I don't show you my entire screen instead of just that application. So give me 1 second. Let me redo this. Here we go. All right. So here's my post, right? Sometimes it's the simplest things that bring up the deepest joy. Today, as I watched my kids engrossed in their book, Hugo with his big bright eyes, I was reminded of the beauty of curiosity and learning. What small moment has filled you with gratitude today? Like, that's so awesome, right? So my son's name is Hugo. I shared that with my AI. So that's so cool the way this works, right? So I'm going to take that post and now I'm ready to go and post this on social. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and I am going to say, okay, I'm ready to get started. And I'm going to click it here. And so I click on that and it saved that image to my computer and it also copied it to my clipboard. It's ready to post. So I'm going to come over here.
Okay.
I'm going to click on post and
Uh-huh.
immediately it opens up my Facebook, right? So now I'm on, oops, I clicked the wrong button. Now I'm on my Facebook page, right? So now it's like, this
Okay.
is like I just opened Facebook myself. Okay. So here's where I would go to make a new post. So I'm
Okay.
just click here, and now I've got my post here.
All
Okay.
right.
And so now
Okay.
I can do it a couple different ways. Are you a PC or a Mac user, Robert?
Um, Laptop,
Do you use is it a Windows or a Mac or an Apple?
Windows,
Windows. Okay. So I can hit Control
Control,
V as in
Control
Victor, and that will do it.
V,
I can
controlling
also
the
do it a
letter
couple
V.
different ways. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways in case you ever forget. You
All
also,
right.
if I
Okay.
right click here in this window, I
Mm-hmm.
get a bunch of different options. And one of those options is to paste.
That's what it is. I could paste.
Right click, paste. That's all you're doing.
Right click, paste.
Yep.
Okay.
And then once I do that, then I can go here and I can go into my photos and I can click on the, so I clicked on the little green button to add a photo. I click right here and it's going to pop this thing up and
Yeah.
it's going to open my downloads folder. And here's that picture at the top of my downloads folder. And I've got my picture there. So really, really easy, step by step,
Oh,
just right click and paste and you're good to go, my friend.
right click, paste. Right click, paste.
There you
Right
go.
click, paste.
I like it. We can get a little, like a little beat going on there. All
Nice
right.
to see you got
Awesome.
a helper there too.
Yeah, right. All right, here we go. Ann, what's going on?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. Are they working on the phone app? Because I noticed mine changed a little bit.
We're always work on everything, Ann. Of course. Are you iPhone or Android?
I have an iPhone, and I noticed like when I go to caption and suggestion and image, there's
Uh-huh.
two boxes now instead of one. But if I type, and even though it says required at the top, I don't have to because it's capturing my image, so I don't have to talk about my image because I'm asking to use NowSite's image, which is fine. But I
Right.
noticed down in the box when I type what I want to talk about, it used to stay there. It does on the computer, but it doesn't on the phone. So if I hit generate and I
Yeah.
don't quite like what it's given me, I used to be able to go back and hit generate again, but all my verbiage is gone. So if I
Got
don't
it.
copy and paste my verbiage, it used to stay. But if I don't
Yeah.
copy and it so I can repaste my verbiage, it disappears now. And it's hard for me to use this because it doesn't have the AI button like the computer does. But I
Yeah.
like using this because it allows me to take my Instagram and post it on TikTok because the computer won't let me post like pictures, but the phone will.
Right on. All really good call outs. So in this latest version of the mobile app on iPhone, which we'll release in the next day or two on Android, we added the clear button to clear that text from that box,
Clear button.
which is very handy.
Right. But it's
What is
clearing it automatically when I go back, though.
totally agree with you. So
Okay.
I think we need to change that, and I'm going to flag that to our team. And so thank you for the call out on that. And I would expect we'll have a bug fix out to update that here in the next little while. So thank you for flagging that.
Perfect. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was me or if it was something that was being worked on and it was a change.
Yeah, no, that's right on. So thank you so much, and I'll flag that, and I think we want it to be a little different than how it is right there. That makes sense.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Great. And next up, we've got Jerry. Hi, Jerry.
Hi, how you doing?
Great, man. How are
You
you?
might have answered my question, but I've been posting and click on surprise and then clicking on my download on my computer and posting, and the picture comes up and the writing doesn't come up. So I want to know what I'm doing wrong.
Yes, I think maybe we're talking about the same issue that we were just helping Robert with. So let me
Yes.
show that to you so you can see exactly how that flow works, okay?
Okay.
The
So
writing has a little delay before it comes up anyway.
yeah, I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll make sure we figure it out. So give me just a second. I'm gonna get my screen back up here and we're gonna show that to you one more time. So I'm gonna share my whole desktop and we're gonna come back over here. And so here's that post that we generated before, right, Jerry?
Yes.
So when I click on get started, it downloads the photo immediately and it copied that text to my clipboard. So now here on Facebook or here on NowSite, I'm going to click post. And as soon as I do that, it's going to open Facebook in a new window right here. So then I'm going to go here to do a new post. Okay. I'm going to click right here. That opens up a new post, right? And here I'm going to right click and I've got this option down here to paste. Okay. So I hit
Right.
paste and there's the text of that post.
Okay.
And then I just take the picture that just downloaded and I can click and drag that or I can add it. And now I'm good to go. Did that answer your question, Jerry?
Yeah, that's because usually when I do that, my download comes up on my computer and I hit
Yes, it'll
download from
pop up on your
Facebook.
computer.
Yeah,
So you kind of
yeah,
see that more visibly.
yeah.
The copying of the post happens, but it's not as like visually obvious. But all you're gonna do is right click and hit paste.
Okay, thank you.
You, me, and Bobby, we're gonna make like a rap song. Right? Paste. No, that was terrible. All right. Sorry. I take that back. Mr. Ray Lordeman, what's happening, buddy? Nice to see you.
Thank you, sir. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Excellent. My question is reference that contact mapping video I saw this morning in your dad's comments about contact mapping being merged into NowSites.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't get to watch the video, and I haven't been able to go back and try to find it.
Sure.
Is there going to be training, or is it all pretty simple to just follow through? Talk to me.
Cool. Yeah. So there's kind of two for people who came over from contact mapping, such as you, Mr. Ray. We're got one more sort of step in the process before we're gonna do the full migration of all of your contact mapping data into NowSite. The piece that we still need to complete before we make that final move is we need it on the phone, not just on the computer. So far it's on the computer only. And what you have now is follow-ups, rotations of remember, and highlights. And then obviously we already had notes. So all of that capability is now there on desktop. As soon as we also have it on mobile, then we will do the final step, which is that will help you to migrate all your data over from your existing contact mapping into NowSite. So more to come there. And in the meantime, I will send you that video so you can kind of see what it looks like. But until the final migration is complete, you're going to hold tight for just a little longer, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Yep, thanks. Good to see you. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Adrian. Yeah, that was my question. I've been a contact mapping customer for a couple years as well. Love it. And then, before I spend even more work integrating that, so you're saying that I don't need to spend a whole lot of time there. There will be an import or integration process.
Yeah, so we will move all of your historical notes, follow-ups, everything over for you once that's ready to go. So just hold tight for now, and that will be the final step in the process, and we'll be in touch about that soon.
And how do you connect the dots between your if you're in contact mapping and you're a customer there, and then how do you even know that I'm now in NowSite, or do we need to notify you?
Go ahead and we'll make sure to be in touch. So what we're going to send every existing contact mapping customer a notification about this. But I do want to make sure you're linked up to me, Robert. And so I'll make a note about that to track you down and make sure that I've got it all linked on our side as well. Okay.
You're the bomb. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Thank you. I like being the bomb and not a bum. So thanks, buddy. All right. What's up, Mr. Kim Mulatto? How are you?
Hey, first and foremost, I don't know if you noticed, but thank you for that button. Remember the button we asked for to go back to the previous saved comments and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And also the button for the merge tags. That was awesome. And last but not least,
you say jump, I say how high, Kim.
Hey, listen, how's Coco doing? Okay.
Yeah, she's good. I said at the beginning of the call, she's with Higdon this week. We're part of their big challenge. Like NowSite is deeply integrated into it. So she's live with Ray right now.
Will she come back up for air?
No, she has. Then she's actually moving to Antarctica, so it's going to be rough for her. Say it for
You guys.
Every time anybody asks me, I'm just going to make up a new crazy story about what's going to happen to Cheryl in the future. Yeah, she's good. She'll be back next week. Thanks, buddy. Robert, 2 for the price of 1. What's up, buddy? You got on mute though.
Once how we engage with our audience, if someone likes our post,
Yep.
How can we engage with them other than saying thank you?
You let AI do it for you, buddy. So let's play with it. You ready?
All right, yeah.
Okay. So come back over here and let's come down. I'm going to find a post that's a little bit longer. We'll do this one. Oh no, we're doing somebody like my post. Sorry. ADD. Okay. So here's my post, right? Look, I'm such a nice dad. I made waffles for my kid this morning. So fun. So here's my post, right? So I'm going to copy my post. So I highlighted it and I don't know if can you see the little thing that pops up? But anyways, I right click it and I copy, right? Right click and copy. So here's, let's do Holly, right? So Holly liked my post. See, Holly's there in the list there, okay? So I'm going to come over to NowSite and I'm going to come on to my thing here. I'm going to come back home and I want to use my post to help me to start a conversation. So I click on start a conversation, okay? And in the drop down here, the top option here is someone liked my post, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to paste my post. Say it with me, right click, paste. Okay, right click, paste. Then I'm just going to say, Holly.
Right click, paste.
There we go.
Click,
That's
paste.
what I'm talking about. There we go. All right. So I'm going to say Holly liked my post, right? And so now I just click on generate.
All right.
And AI is going to write something much nicer than thank you, right? Hey, Holly, just saw you liked my post on the gluten-free waffle hack. Isn't it just the best morning shortcut? Let's catch up soon and swap more lifesaver tips, right? Like,
wow.
Perfect example of how to start a conversation there, right? So I go, great, I'm ready to send that. I copy that to my clipboard. I come back over to Facebook. I can go into my list here and I can click on all the people who liked it. I can hit message and I can send that to Holly, right? Right click, paste again, boom. And there we go. So super easy, quick, simple, and AI can do it, right? And so let's say, maybe I love that post just like it is, or maybe I want to do it even a little different each time, right? So I could either do this and I could say, Joe also liked that. I want to send the exact same thing to Joe, or I could actually change it over here. I could say Joe liked my post, hit generate, and now AI is going to write me another completely different version of that same thing that would allow me to send a different message to Joe. So I could do it either way, but it's really easy. And AI is going to give you these awesome conversation starters. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome, buddy. All right, Mr. Chris, what's happening? Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally remuted you. There you go, Chris. Thank you.
Is that me? Yeah. So I've got a few questions really.
Sure.
The first thing is that I did that competition a while ago where we got people from that company, my mind's gone blank, from your company.
NowSite?
No, the other company.
Contact mapping. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
contact mapping.
Yeah.
So I'm a member of NowSite and I did the competition where I got 170 leads from contact mapping.
Yeah.
So I've tried to email them back and forth with I've done some emails and not had any responses.
Yeah.
So if someone actually joins that is on my list, will they still be in my team although it's been a while?
That promo lasted through the end of last year, so that's no longer going.
Okay, so if they join and they're underneath me, they'll just join anyway. They just join anyway.
Yep.
Okay. And I did have another question. The other question was to do with that. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you. All right. I was getting nervous. I thought for sure there was going to be no more questions, and Dara saved me. Hi, Dara. Dara or Dara? Tell me how to say it.
Dara.
Dara. Sorry. Hi, Dara.
Hey, real quick, and I just hopped on late, so if I'm totally off my game, let me know. So I've been using the Now site. I love it.
Awesome.
And I'm kind of wanting to step it up maybe to SMS or email campaigns. Where do I go to find pricing for that? Because I go on my account to see upgrading. How does that work?
Yeah.
And I'm all new to this whole realm, so I don't even know how to use that part.
Yeah, no worries at all. We got lots of great resources. So I'm going to show you a couple of things here really quick. Okay, there.
Okay, thanks.
So, the easiest thing to see the different pricing is actually just to go to now.site. So I'm just going to do it that
Okay.
way to help you to see it. So I'm going to click over here on get started, and it's going to show me the different plans that we have here. Okay. And so it defaults to yearly pricing. I'm going to switch it to monthly because it's a little easier to see. So the marketing AI plan, you'll step up to $99 a month, or you can get 2 months for free if you do a year. And that's going to give you unlimited websites, sales funnels, and landing pages. It's also going to give you email campaigns, so you can send up to 30,000 emails per month. It'll give you analytics, and then it also gives you a team of experts that can actually create websites and funnels and landing pages and email campaigns for you, in addition to what the AI can do for you. So you have all that. And then the top plan is called Unlimited AI. It does two big things. One is you can create multiple different teams to share content with your teams, and you also get access to a database of over 2 billion prospects. So those are the two additional plans that you can look at. And in each case, it's either the 99 or 149 a month, or you can get 2 months for free if you want to do an annual. And so that's the details there. And then the other thing I just want to show you is anytime you're in your Now site, if I click down here at the bottom right at this little chat bubble, I can use this to chat with support. But I also, if I click here on see more, it opens up a page that's called the getting started page. And this has our training calendar. And so we actually do an intro funnel building training or website training every week on, am I overlooking it? Here we go. We're not doing it on the 6th for some reason. So on Wednesdays, websites and funnel building training. And then on Mondays, we do an advanced one. So there's some live training around some of that stuff for you. But I think maybe even more importantly, down here, we have videos that show you how to do all these different things. So you can actually see exactly how that works and get support in doing it yourself. Okay.
I knew you were going to show me behind the curtain. That's awesome. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Dara.
Thank you.
Debbie, what's happening?
Hello, hello, hello. First I want to thank y'all so much for these Tuesdays and all week long, because I learn a lot. Even though I've been here for 4 years, I'm still learning.
Love it.
My question for today, though, I just had someone to sign up last night for the trial.
Sure.
And they called me while I was on this call and wanted to know, how can they test? Because their main interest is the website and email campaign. So can they test that during the trial or not?
The trial is for My
videos.
AI. So they're on the My AI plan. They're not on the marketing AI plan. So if they would like to upgrade during their trial to marketing AI and still experience that trial, they can message support, and we're happy to do that. But then they at the end of that 7 days, they would be charged the $99 instead of $29 if they choose to continue.
Okay, now another option I'm wondering, because you just reminded me about the training videos.
Yeah.
I'll go in and see if those videos are there, and they can look at that also.
Yeah, absolutely. So the other thing is just for them to kind of check it out by looking at the videos, and then they can decide if they want to go that route or not. That's a great approach.
Wonderful. Thank you, Adrian.
Yeah, no worries. My pleasure. All right, Chris, what's happening, buddy? He's back.
Sure, I remember my other question now.
Sure.
So there's something going on. We've got a promo until the 31st of March. Is that correct?
Yep.
And what is that promo for new customer for anyone that's new?
Yeah, it's a 7-day free trial using the code AI.
So it's literally it's just the AI. It's not a different price. It's just the AI. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
All right, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
Cool. Yep. No worries. All right. Hi, Diane.
Hey. When you went through that, I actually saw something. How do I access the unlimited targeted prospects?
Yeah. Are you on the unlimited plan?
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, sure. So let me get back to my demo account. So the out of here, the prospects are part of the contacts section. So if I hover my mouse over here over the little person, I've got contacts, oops, and then I've also got my prospects. So I'm going to click it to my prospects, and this is where I'm going to set up my prospect targeting. So I can specify a certain part of the world. So we'll just do all of the United States. I can look for people with certain interests. I can specify if I'm looking for males or females or both. I can also look for certain job titles or company names, industries, and so on. I can specify certain age brackets if I'd like to. I can specify a preferred contact method if I would like to. And then I'm going to generate, once I get this set up the way I want it to, I can generate leads. So let's say I want somebody who's interested in pickleball because I'm creating a pickleball club. So I'm going to look for that. And I'm looking for people in Colorado, and great. So that's my targeting. So I'm going to save my targeting, and so I'll click get prospect and write a message. So once I do that, not only am I going to get that first prospect, but I also have saved whatever is that most recent targeting, and I can show you. You can just rerun that same targeting over and over again from the homepage. So here's Ken Robeson. I'm going to get a whole bunch of information about him, including obviously that he meets my criteria here, but I can see a whole bunch more. So I'm going to click on view contact, and it's going to take me through, and it's going to give me this whole overview, right? So I got a Facebook, I've got a LinkedIn, I've got an email address for him. Ooh, he lives in Aspen. Now we're talking. I've got a couple of different emails for him, actually. And then I've got a whole list of interests, right? So not only is he interested in pickleball, he's also into home improvement and all these other things. I've got a background of what he's all about, and I've got a personality analysis as well. So I can see all these different aspects about who he is that I then can use to write him a message, which I can customize based on his personality type and so on. So all of that is there. So I do that. And once I'm happy with that and I've got my prospecting set up the way I want, here on the home page, if I scroll down, I actually can, on the unlimited section, just get another prospect right from here. So it's just going to rerun it against my existing criteria, and I can click it right from that homepage.
Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, no worries. My pleasure. All right. Keep the questions coming, guys. You got
What's the pricing on the unlimited?
Sorry, say that again, Robert.
What's the pricing on the unlimited plan?
The unlimited plan is $149 a month, and then you can get 2 months for free if you do the annual upfront. I think it's $14.88 for the year. All right, Dara, what's up?
Okay.
Hey, I'm sorry, really fast. So, does your app also with the SMS send out stuff like automatically? Can I set it up like that or not?
Yes. So you can do what are called triggers. So you can say text, recipe to the number that we give you, and it will send back your recipe guide or whatever. So you can do those sort of things. And then you can also set up lists where it's like, hey, I want to announce that I've got a webinar coming up, and I can send a blast to the entire list. So both of those things are possible.
Okay. And was that the 149 or the 99?
So the SMS component is included in both the 99 and the 149 as a capability, but there's an additional charge for the SMS stuff because that's a hard cost for us. And I think it's like $19 for 1,000 or 1,500 a month. So if you message support, they can give you that pricing. But there's an upcharge for that SMS texting.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. All right. And did you have a question or did you change your mind?
Yeah, I'll ask it anyway.
All right, fire away.
So with regards to the prospecting, like I don't have the high-end version. I'm on the marketing AI.
Sure.
It like those 2.2 billion people, is that available to everybody? Because I know, like I'm in Canada, so I know we have spamming laws we need to be careful of. So I'm just wondering where those people come from and how do we know they've been okay to
Yeah. So we work with 38 different global data partners that help us to provision that list from publicly available information that is approved for marketing outreach. So you can feel comfortable that these are the sourcing of those prospects and leads are you're within your legal rights to reach out to them for marketing purposes.
Okay, perfect. And with regards to the marketing AI, so doing email campaigns, somebody mentioned it. I notice everything is either set, like when you create an email campaign, it says like run right away. So I have some set up. So when they sign up on the website, they instantly get a welcome email or a link for a Zoom thing. But I noticed like we hold events. And right now I have multiple emails set up to run, but I have them on pause and I've got a reminder in my own calendar because there's no calendar to select. So if I'm having an event, say April 2nd, I currently can't set up something to happen 2 days before for a 2-day reminder and then the day of reminder. I have to manually go in and do it right now and send it to the groups. Are they working on a capability so that we can just do it automatically? So when we know the dates of the events, we can have the emails drop to whoever signed up automatically?
That's a great question. So I don't know if that's something in the pipeline, but that makes total sense to me. That's a great suggestion. So I'll make sure to flag that.
Yeah, because that would be awesome. Because trying to automate and save our time, the less we got to do manually. When it comes to reminders, it would be awesome.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great call out. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it, Ann. All right, Elaine, what's up? Let's get you unmuted. Elaine, are you there?
Okay, I got it. Okay.
There we go. Hello.
Hello. What I wanted to know was if there's a way to take, like, I make up emails in Gmail a lot of times. Is there a way to take that email into NowSite? You know what I'm asking?
Say that one more time for me. I didn't totally follow.
Okay, so I have Gmail that I make up in my Gmail and send out to my prospects.
Okay.
I'd like to be able to use that same email in NowSite.
Yes, absolutely. So you actually link, whether it's a Gmail, whether it's a Outlook.com, a Yahoo, whatever it is, you're going to link that email into NowSite and it's going to come directly from that email account. That's exactly how it works.
Oh, okay. So is there a way you could kind of show me what link to NowSite? How do I link it?
Yeah. Let's do it. So I'm going to come over here on my marketing section here, and I'm going to go to email. And I've got the email connection synced. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on that. And this takes me through. In your case, if you haven't synced one yet, you'll see an option. You'll see that you need to do that. In my case, I have one linked already.
Yeah, I have synced it. Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to click on that. And then it's going to say connect new email. So I'll click on connect new email. And I can either say I want to sync email and contacts or email only. And so I'm going to do that. I would type in my my email address, right? So let's say I want to do adrian@contactmapping.com. It's my old contact mapping account. I'm going to click on that. Oh, that's already connected to another account, so it won't let me do it. But let's do here. We'll do a different one. So I'm at gmail.com. So I'm going to connect that account. And so when I do that, what's going to happen is it's going to take me over to use Google to authenticate that email to link it up to NowSite. So it will have me enter my credentials and then it will have those two things linked together. So I don't want to link that account. So I'm not going to go through those steps.
Right.
But it's really easy to follow through and then you have everything set up and then it will just come from that account. So when somebody opts in, they'll receive the email directly from whatever account you've linked, and you'll even see those sent emails like in your sent email on Gmail. It's really cool the way it works.
So, okay, so it's actually going to work from my Gmail account.
Correct. Yep. It'll come directly from your Gmail account to those recipients.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, cool. All right, Chris.
Hey, sorry, homesick here. Just got on late with the woke up late for being sick here, but I saw it was recorded. Are we gonna have access to the recordings? Because I really want to get what I missed here.
Absolutely. So we're live on Facebook right now in the NowSite group. And so give me 1 second. I'm going to give you a link to that that group here. And if you haven't already joined it, you can join it and you'll be able to see the replay there in the group.
Okay, perfect. And then one more question, kind of follow up to the last person's comment or question. With sending emails, once you basically merge or migrate your email accounts you want to send from, so will you have access to, because I'm sure I'm the kind of same as a lot of people where I include contacts that I maybe just initially prospecting that haven't that I don't want to be sending much of stuff yet. Do I have the option of choosing who I want to send out of my email list or group to what I'm trying to send out on that broadcast?
Yes, I think I think I'm going to answer your question when I tell you that the way that it will work is you are simply going to create a list within your contacts of the people who you want to receive that. So it does, every email does not go to every contact. You're going to create, you'll specify a list. And so you'll just add the people who you want to get that particular email to a new list for that particular thing. And then you'll send it just to that list.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so there might be 1,000 people on the email database, but I might only be wanting to send it to say 150 just specifically because of where they're at in my cycle.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you.
Cool. All right, awesome. Sounds good. All right. Diane, go ahead.
Back to the email syncing. You
Yes.
said Gmail worked flawlessly. How about if you've got an email attached to a web domain? Does it still do the same thing?
It kind of depends on your email host. So we work with a part, like the #1 email partner in the world on linking these things together. And so essentially, if you can authenticate, it should, like, so I guess it should work. And if you have any trouble, reach out to support and they can help you to look at your specific scenario. You know, but I feel pretty confident you're going to be fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. All right, Vinny.
Yeah, sorry, I don't even know how my hand is up, and I'm glad that you called on me. Regarding that last person, yeah, I have separate domains, and I had really no problem setting it up, except that you want to set up an email address well in advance, because I had to go through 10 times, say, use the same username and password for that third-party domain before it finally accepted it. It kept telling me it's the wrong username and password, and I know it's not.
Right.
So, but it does work. So
okay, cool. So yeah, it can sometimes with those third-party hosts, it can just be a little finicky. So you might have to enter it a couple times. Thank you, Vinny.
Yeah. Also on the other one, I put something in the chat about it too. But regarding the person who was asking a question about sending out an email for an event that was happening, I guess April 2nd or something.
Right.
Yeah. How about she can just set up a separate newsletter. So she has a regular campaign, independent, and then the newsletter will go out on a specific date, regardless of when anybody joins the campaign. So then she wouldn't need a reminder because it's going to be set up in advance. And she could set up a newsletter once a month. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So this is we are now into the I'm going to blame Cheryl for not being here section of our broadcast.
Okay.
because Cheryl is the super expert on these things. I may be not I may be overlooking how to do it, but I don't see where you can schedule for a specific date. I thought it was relative to today, but I could be wrong about that. And so we may need to I may need to defer on that question because it might just be that I am misunderstanding how to do it. Or Vinny, if you know, yes, you for sure can do that, then please set me straight.
Well, now that you're saying that, maybe I'm.
Adrian,
Yeah.
is that for SMS or email? The question.
Email.
Email. You want to set up a broadcast for a certain date?
Correct. Like a newsletter to go out on April 4th at 3 p.m. or something.
If I'm not mistaken, you should be able to.
Okay.
I don't know if Arba is here. Arba would know the answer to that as well.
Okay.
I thought that we could when from months ago, but I never did it. But I'm pretty sure that you can. And then that would bring me to my next question is I have a dynamic newsletter that I want to go out. So I want to set it up so it goes out to the same 150 people, whatever, every month. But the newsletter can't be created until a few days before the launch of that newsletter. So I want to make sure that the system's going to understand that correctly. So I can create a template, but then I want to go and make changes. So I want the changes to go out, not the original template. So if anybody knows the answer to that, that'd be great.
Do you have access to the nerds? Do you have access to the nerds?
The nerd, I don't know if that is.
Which package are you on?
Well, the $99 one. So I have access to Eric, if that's what you mean.
On the $99 one, you can add $19 for the nerds. Okay. And then the $19, the nerds will actually set it up for you.
Oh, you're talking about setting up the newsletter and all that.
Right. The nerds, I can't tell you, and I think Adrian will agree, that the nerd service is one of the most underused service. If you were to look at it, what people charge in the web development services by the billable hours, where NowSite is very unique. We don't do billable hours. We just do a billable month, which is only $19. And for the amount of work they do and the turnaround time, you will not find any service that is even comparable to that service.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I don't want to say that too loudly because I don't want them to raise the prices, but I joined early on, so I have that already. So I'm just calling it 99. Okay. So I think it's the equivalent of today's 149 or whatever that is.
Yeah.
And they have set up websites for me before.
They will do newsletters. They've done newsletters for me. They've done email campaigns for me. They've done website. I mean, they've made everything jump when it was dead. So
nice. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate it. And thank you, Vinny.
I contacted support about this, by the way. You're welcome. And they said that there really wasn't a way to do it other than doing it manually, to set up a different newsletter to go out monthly. So I'm going to check into that. Maybe I'll just ask the nerd separately from that. Maybe that'll do. But anyway, thank you for your time.
Yeah, my pleasure.
There is a requirement. You have to have glasses on.
I love it. That's awesome. All right. I think Elaine and Chris, did you guys have another question or did I just forget?
Yeah, I did really quick. Sorry.
Sure.
We're just kind of getting into it. Is there, and something I've been waiting for a long time, trying to find a good one for our network marketing business. Is there or will there be a CRM aspect to this where we can do that? And
Yes.
is it included with our base package or is that extra?
No, not extra, included in all packages. Awesome. The mobile version of that, or sorry, the desktop version of that just rolled out. So we now have an incredible follow-up capability as well as what we call rotations of remember, which is a way for you to put people on a little rotation to stay in touch with them every month or 3 months or whatever it is that you want to specify, as well as notes. That's going to continue to get further upgrades and it's coming to mobile soon as well. But yes, it's definitely. Okay. be there.
Perfect. Awesome. And I know usually it's quite intense to do it. So if not, that's okay. I understand. Is there a way to add tags, or will there be a way?
So currently the way you'll do that is with you'll use lists functionally as the tags.
Okay.
And so that's what I recommend you do there. But we're also adding quite a bit more search capability into our CRM, which will help with some of the sort of like, even if you don't want to use a full list as a tag capability, to be able to search for people based on certain keywords of attributes in the contacts.
Perfect. So we would put it in the notes or description, customer is blah, 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 and then we would search for customer. Excellent. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. We're going to start using that right away.
Cool. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. All right. Do we have any final questions? We're rocking and rolling here, friends. Vinny.
Yeah, I just came up with one. I had a question about opting out. So if I have you, let's say, on 3 of my lists, so my Valentine list, my birthday list, my New Year's list, and you say, well, I don't want to celebrate my birthday. I contacted support, and they said, if you opt out of that, then you're going to opt out of everything, not only every list that you're currently on, but also you'll be opted out permanently from that domain. So is that all true? Because that would be not a good idea.
They're not unsubscribing from your ability to email them from that account, but they are unsubscribing from all emails coming from NowSite when they click on that opt out.
Okay,
so it is not at a campaign level, it is at a NowSite level when they opt out.
All right, so if I'm using a separate domain, does that still apply? Or if they're in a NowSite funnel and they say, well, I don't want this, Valentine's newsletter,
right?
I can no longer send any funnel to them through NowSite.
Correct. Yeah, the opt out is opting out of all emails from NowSite
You think that's gonna
to that contact.
Yeah, you think that's
I had an issue, Adrian. The only way they can opt back in, they have to physically opt in from one of your forms, and it will unchain it to subscribe versus unsubscribe.
Correct. Which that's all that's a requirement. That's true of any CRM.
Yeah, I get that, but I know like a lot of times I'm on newsletter lists, and if they'll say, well, what do you want to opt out of? Do you want to opt out of just these 3 that you're in, or opt out of everything permanently?
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying, and we do not currently offer that sort of like campaign checklist capability for like a more granular opt out.
Okay, so then going back to what I'm sorry, I don't know his name, said
Kim.
about
Okay.
Kim, about the opting back in. So if they opt back in and they were previously in, let's say, 3 funnels, will they just be opting into the one funnel that was on that form, or are they going to be reactivating the other funnels?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
They're opting back in to your email connected on the account. So whatever funnel, whatever newsletter is connected to that email, that's what they're opting back in.
Okay, so if they opted to 3 using the same email, and then they opt out, then they opt back in, they're going to go right back into the funnel on all 3.
So let's say I have email A, email B, email C. I guess this is kind of more technical than the average person on this call right now. I opt out of email C, whatever is connected to email C, and I opt back into email C. That is what I'm opting in.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Cool.
I think the functionality is a little bit, quirky at it, but thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it. All right. We got time for one more. Anybody have a final question?
Hey, Adrian, maybe to mention tomorrow.
Yeah,
they should all be on at 12.
Absolutely.
Justin doing that full demo. He's doing that full demo worldwide, and he's doing it from the Higdon group thing. Coco is gonna be there as well. And some of you may have participated in the 1K challenge. Highly recommended that you do. This year, the next 24 to 48 months, if you're not participating with Eric Roy or Ray Higdon, your business will be so behind.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. Make sure you're with us tomorrow, noon Eastern time. Our founder and CEO, Justin Bellabob, is going to do an incredible full demo of the NowSite platform. You're going to love it. And thank you everyone so much for being here today. It's right here on the same link, nowsite.online, tomorrow, noon Eastern time. You do have an email in your inbox as well. So you can check that. But tomorrow, noon Eastern, nowsite.online, which is the same link that we're on right now. And look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here. Take care, everybody.